Hello everybody and a warm welcome back and welcome to another one of my shakedown flights. Let's go outside. We departed Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, it's kind of snowy and cold. It's Canada. And we are in the SSG 747. This is a shakedown flight. I never got an email. There was an update to this aircraft, like nothing. No notice from the .org store. No notice from SSG group. Nothing. I just came across a random post in the XPlane forums. So this is version 2.7 .R3. It's been a mixed bag. At present, it's flying beautifully. It's Jekyll and Hyde on a couple of flights I've done. So what I did, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's like an add-on livery I've got causing issues. I've disabled a bunch of my plugins. I've even disabled X-Camera. Disabled XP Realistic. The only thing I have running is Xenviro, because I refuse to leave the airport without it. Thank you, Magnus. This is default auto gen, no sim heaven, no SFD global, no auto ortho, nothing. We are on live weather, live time. The weather is via also an updated version of Xenviro. This is version 1.33. Came out Saturday morning. Friday morning, sorry. So there you go. You can see what we're doing. We're doing sort of my normal shakedown flight. This is way too short a flight for an aircraft like this. This thing cruises at Mach 0.85. It just loves getting up to 40,000 feet and going for like 12 hours. I actually did a live stream flying it, but that was version 2.6.1. So we will see how this works. I deleted 2.6.1 and installed this. We will see how it goes. I did update the ASRock for the aircraft, so we are on the latest. One issue I can spot already. Maybe it's not going to be one. We will see. Vinlow is where I actually make the turn. We'll see if it adjusts as it's coming in. Why has it got this twice? It has some issues with SIDS and stars and stuff like that. Like, I don't understand what is going on a lot of the times with it for some reason. Yeah, there's some kind of protest rally going on outside my place. I don't know. I think they're protesting the sun came out or something. It's the West Coast, man. They protest anything. And where are we? Vinlow, and then I want to go to Boobell. Execute. Okay, 240. It is like a 14, 15 mile final. So we will see how this goes. One thing it's not doing is respecting the speed restrictions on the star. Because I have 240 or below for like all the way back here. But it's not respecting that for some reason. So we'll see. It is up to date. Where's the menu? Can I actually get it to show init riff? That's not what I want. I was going to try show you the AirRack. It is up to date. There is a page I just... there you go. You can see we have the absolute latest update. So I'm not sure why it's not respecting the speed restrictions, but I'm going to continue to fly here. I'll give you a little flyby. The best camera in flight simulation. Welcome to the channel, and welcome as we enter into the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. They're a little bit more south, but I'm still going to call them the foothills of the Rockies. As we go to Vancouver International. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell so you get notified when my videos go live. If you click show more, you will find a bunch of information, including where you can get this aircraft, where you can get Xenviro, where you can get things like XRAS and better pushback and ground handling deluxe and AviTab and stuff like that. This does have its own tablet. You cannot use it for navigation or anything, but you can use it to load up the aircraft with fuel and, of course, with cargo. And call over a GPU, open the doors, close the doors, etc. And just have a jolly old time with it. It does have its own built-in pushback. I typically use it. Better pushback tends to struggle with big, heavy aircraft. And they don't get much bigger and heavier than a 747. So, I'm going to continue flying. I will bring you back after we've got past Merritt and basically the top of descent. And we'll see how this aircraft handles it. We're expecting ILS 8 right this afternoon into Vancouver International. We have a 14 knot winds going into it. So we will see how she handles it. Thanks for flying along with me. If you like, just I'll call up the purser and ask her to bring you a cup of coffee, and you can just sit and look out the window and all that, and enjoy the views. Thanks for flying along with me. And a warm welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at top of descent. That's the town of Merritt back there. And we are on our way down. What a beautiful aircraft. Beautiful profile. Love. My favorite turbofan aircraft in aviation history. We're talking Smithsonian level of freaking beauty. The 747. Love it. Even though I'm an Airbus guy, I will take a 747 over an A380 any day of the week and a month of Sundays. Not even a competition. Best camera in flight simulation to fly by. So, I didn't bring you back earlier. The flight's been uneventful. Again, I've got concerns about the speeds kind of thing that it's doing and that, but you know what, this is what it says it wants, so we will see. I am not going to intervene. Normally I overwrite the speeds. It's just going, that's way too quick, but we'll see what it comes up with. Right now it's on VDEV perfectly. It looks a little bit above, but on here it's like so tiny, like I'm not intervening. Speed brakes are armed. We can do auto brake 1 in all honesty. As long as I get on the reversers right away, I'll be fine. Because it's, we got over 10,000 feet. Yes, this is a big aircraft. Any of these larger aircrafts, like a 747 or whatever, typically roll out almost to the end of the runway naturally. Could they stop a heck of a lot quicker, like halfway down the runway? You bet your sweet patootie they could. But the passengers are going to be, oh boy, are they going to be filing complaints. I mean, this thing has killer brakes. As does the A340. You put this thing on auto brake 4 or anything like that, and this thing will, with reverse thrust and the spoilers up, this thing will come to stop in like surprisingly short distance for how big and heavy this aircraft is. We have 400 people on board right now. I hope you enjoyed your view out there and your coffee. So, here we go. This is the regular approach into Vancouver International. It is the Canuck 5. Probably the most used star for Vancouver International. It can be used for the two runways 26 left and right. It can be used for runways 8 left and right. Which are the predominant winds? Let's take one last look at Xenviro. Last time I looked it was 29 or 9 or 8. And it still is, as of 100 Zulu, or 2100 Zulu, my apologies. Another nice feature on the aircraft. Hopefully this flight goes better than... I've had a call. I'm going to put it down to having liveries and too many plugins running. We'll see. You can see the elapsed time that we've been flying. ETA 21:55. And the current time is 33. So we should be down on the ground in 22 minutes. It tells us our distance in kilometers and miles. This aircraft does support kilos or pounds. I have mine set for kilos. Radio, the minimums are 200. I already have my VREF. We are doing a auto brake 1 flaps 30 landing, and hopefully I get on the reversers nice and quick. And that the reversers take a while to open up. And drag required. Definitely. Oh, that's because I got it armed. I know. There we go. Well, it wanted to be a 327. Why? Well, we were a little over, but I mean... I know they're out. But this aircraft likes to run away from you, man. See, it's still trying to gain speed, even though I have the speed brake out. Although we are at well, we're almost at what, 330, isn't it? Yeah. So, like, I'm kosher just leaving it out a little bit. I just got to remember to rearm it, or the nose will never come down. And I do like how it's telling you right there that the speed brake is out. Other than that, it's been flying beautifully. Here's the thing. Up until now, again, no auto ortho, no sim heaven, no SFD global, none of that stuff. No XP realistic. Matter of fact, I removed XP realistic and everything from my plugins. I don't use better pushback with this. It struggles with really big, heavy aircraft. At least I've had problems with it. The only thing that's running is Xenviro and the aircraft and default XPlane 12. So default airports, live weather, live time, default auto gen and terrain. What a beautiful sight. Is that, I mean, come on, give me a thumbs up just for that image right there. Matter of fact, I'm taking a screenshot of that. This is a default livery, as you can tell. I'm like trying to eliminate all the issues because 2.6.1 flew very well for me. I don't even know what they fixed. They said engines or something was done with this, but we will see. We are no longer on standard pressure. I will get a bit more speed brake out to help it slow down. Not too much, or it will dip the nose down like really heavy. And because you know me, I am notorious for always forgetting these. We'll just use the inner lights for the landing lights. I mean, it is broad daylight. It's slowing down nice, little under profile. I would sooner be a little under than over. And now we make the turn and we go straight down here. We'll fly over Cole Harbor and Vancouver Harbor Airport. And of course the North Shore Mountains. As we come out of the Fraser Valley, which is kind of where I live, well, I'm back a bit more east. And we head on in. Okay. Yep, we can get those back in now. Yeah, you could pull those back a little quicker, I think, but okay. Now, don't mess with them. See, these planes, for some reason, a lot of the Payware ones especially, they love pull the throttle back. Oh, I went too far. Let's push it forward again. Ah, that's too much. Ah, let's pull it back. Drives me nuts. I've never spoken to a real 747 pilot. I don't know. I know a number of 737 pilots that I do know and have spoken to. They've told me they don't even quite often use these modes. They go into a managed speed mode and they simply set an altitude and vertical speed descent and they manually control it. They're still using LNAV and that. But they take over control of rate of descent and all that themselves. But I mean, I'm not that talented. Oh boy, am I not. Back outside. And there we go. That is Boundary Bay Airport. Many a GA pilot has gotten their license out of that airport. And have we passed it? We should have, I believe. May not get to see it. Pitt Meadows Airport is another airport where a lot of pilots have gotten their license. Fort Langley Airport is over here. A lot of airports. GA ones and that. And here we go. It's maintaining stuff well. So I'm going to leave it. Our airport is right there. And I have taken this approach in real life a number of times, obviously living out here. Because I do have a lot of friends in that in Vancouver. So it's like, could I fly into Abbotsford? Yeah, it'd actually be cheaper quite often. And closer to where I live. But it's like, I'll come in and it's like, spend the night with some of them and we can catch up on stuff and things like that. There's the airport. Just default, like I said. Again, I don't like the speeds that they're shooting for. But I'm going to let the aircraft do what it says it wants to do. I think 20-degree bank angle is enough. And it's coming down nicely. 3,000 is the intercept for the ILS signal for the glide slope. And how are we doing? Auto brake 1. We've already decided on flaps 30. Altimeter set. Minimum set. We will, well, it's a that or above, so I think we should meet the minimum. I'm debating putting some flaps out. Just flaps 1. But we will see. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, with ortho, this would look even better. But it would still pale in comparison to this magnificent piece of human engineering that is the 747. Absolutely just majestic aircraft. I cannot sing its praises enough. We'll see how this one does. I did a perfect flight for 7 hours in this. My first flight after I did the upgrade. And then it's gone freaking haywire on a lot of these. So we'll see how she does. And I will get the flaps in, at least one of them. I am going to help it out to slow down. Because I'm sorry, 240 trying to make this turn. That is pretty harsh. And here we go. We'll go to flaps 5. And continue to slow down. think those come down a little quick, but that might just be me. You go back. You go to armed. And you see, this is now flying the way the first flight I did. And I didn't override the FMC. I just put in the flaps and said, okay, you've got to slow down. I'm not taking this turn at 240, 250 knots. I'm just not. Localizer is alive. And what is the identifier for this runway? IVR, that is correct. Frequency 109.5. Heading is 083, so we're pretty much set up. And once she straightens out a little bit more, I'm just going to hit the approach button. Make sure you hit the right one this time, eh? Last time you hit flight level change. Or some damn thing. It now has the localizer. Remember, we're landing on the right side. And I'm fine at this point. We're at 185 miles an hour, and we're still 14 miles out with gear down and flaps 5. That's cool. Can't see a thing. What is with you? Oh, it says it's armed. That could just be noise in my throttle quadrant. Next level flaps. Localizer and glide slope are captured. Gear is down. Okay, now there's no rhyme or reason to it. This is going just fine. What was our VREF? 145. Still about just over under 10 miles out, so we'll leave it for a second. I want to be fully configured by about 3 nautical miles out. Although with the way that nose is going up, I'm thinking I'm going to have to maybe be a little bit earlier. And there's our runway. It is clear and identified. Okay, feet on pedals. That's the beginning of your problems. Flaps 25. Beautiful approach. Oh, these old eyes. I need a bigger monitor. Anyways, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this so far. If you have, do consider smashing that like. And maybe subscribing if you're not. We did break 500. Thank you very much. I will forever be humbled and hope to continue to earn your viewership. And of course, click show more. You can find out where you can get the aircraft, where you can get Xenviro, Better Pushback, Avitab, XRAS, XP Realistic. They'll all be listed down there. Click show more. You'll also find where you can get into my Discord, completely free, flaps full, and how you can buy me a cup of coffee so we can get more cool add-ons to show you. And here we go. We're not exactly at point of no return yet, but it's performing. I did delete the other install I had. I even told Nico, I said 2.7 is just a mess. I had that 7-hour flight, was perfect. Every other flight, there's been something go crazy. This one is going beautiful.
1,000.
Confirmed. Got a bit of this. Does get affected by crosswind, even with how big it is.
Approaching 08 right.
Runway clear and identified. My aircraft.
500.
My throttles.
400.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
300.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
2
Glide
approaching
slope.
minimums.
Glide slope.
Yeah,
Glide
yeah,
slope.
I know. I'm
Glide
fine.
slope. Glide
Thank you.
slope. Glide slope.
100.
I
Glide
need all the
slope.
help I can get.
Glide slope.
I just want to get it
50,
down on the ground.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Reverse screen. My camera views are all messed. There we go. That's manual braking. Reverser stowed. No, we won't make that one. We'll just roll out to the end. Not my best.
3,000 feet
I
remaining.
got some lag in my controls for some reason. Like, you can really feel the weight of this aircraft. If this had been the Zebo, I'd like, and I hit the rudder like that
remaining.
or something, I'd have been flying sideways down this runway. Whoa. And the funny thing is, I calibrated all my controls right before, right, here we go. And we'll just go off here. Okay, that's new. And here we go. I should have exited the other side. Oh, that's fine. I'll go down to the Air Canada cargo hangar or something. Look at those big honking flaps. Anyway, folks, there you go. I'm going to do another flight in it. I will post a pinned comment when I do my other flight. And if it's like, okay, that was a one-off. Otherwise, you know, landing off sort of center and all, I just connected the automation. So, I mean, that's on me. But as you saw, it was flying the approach perfectly fine. I still think it needs to respect the stars better. And the speed profile it has, I think, is a little too spicy. At least for my liking, put it that way. Other than that, the aircraft performed flawlessly. I had no issues during the entire flight. At all, as you saw. I wasn't going to make it a 2.5-hour video flying over the mountains and that stuff. Not, if I'd have had ortho on and everything else like that, that'd have been a different thing. Then, yeah, probably I would have. But as I did not have it, I didn't want anything interfering. Now the true test comes. I'm going to start adding in some of my stuff. Such as putting back in the auto ortho, putting back in some of my Lua and Python scripts. In case you didn't know, just fly with Lua. There's nothing. I've got them all unloaded. I got rid of Python. Etc. So, and XP Realistic doesn't even show up. So I'm going to start adding them in one by one and see how that goes. Flight director can come off, obviously. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this, do leave a like, a share, a comment, subscribe. You know the routine. And of course, the links to where you can get the aircraft. I bought mine on the XPlane.org store. It could be for sale elsewhere. I'm not sure. I bought it through the XPlane store, even though they don't send me notifications that something has been updated, which is seriously annoying. But don't scream at Laminar about that, okay? The store is not affiliated with Laminar. So it's not their fault, if you will. And if you guys don't get out of my way, you're going to have a really, really bad day. And here we go. We'll just park in here. Is it made for an aircraft this size? I'd probably not. Does it bother me? No. You really got a death wish, don't you? Oh, God, I wish I could get rid of these freaking... Not get rid of them, but, like, lose a bunch of them, man. Like, seriously. We'll put it there. Come here. Parking brake on. And let's get the chocks in place. APU on. APU start. So there we go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you know the whole thing. Anyways, until the next time, I want you to stay safe. Be kind to one another. Keep the blue side up. And I will see you in the skies. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And, sorry, I'm letting you all out on the wrong side of the airport. But, you know, I'm navigationally challenged. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bye for now.